Hey, good evening, everyone. We're about to start the next part of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Quite a few revelations from the at the end of that last trial segment. Kitty, stop that. Hey, Apollo. What? Actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it! Suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, just as bad as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Mahi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something, though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. Yeah, so now, Guargura's older brother is hella sus, because Lamara heard his voice during the time of the murder, which, and by the way, Lamara is actually the one who's blind, and Latouche is Interpol. So yeah, quite a few revelations. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. But I'm sure it had everything to do with why he was killed. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamara told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him, I'm sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. You're in the wrong line of work, then. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he's been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Oh? Top secret. Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Okay, so... Yeah, Lamara dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Lamara said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I'll bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. I think I know. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right, I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Yeah, which means Darien was on stage 2. So he has, at least he seems to have an airtight alibi. Maybe Darien even? You bet I did. He's one of the Gaveneer's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh, right. All the Gaveneers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lamara heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Maybe they played a recording of his voice? I mean, there's no shortage of sound equipment. An Interpol agent, I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? That is what it's Interpol. It's a mishmash. Yeah, anyway, you think he was investigating Lamara? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances, is all I'm saying. Yeah, we know that... Well, we don't know of what she, of her past beforehand. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has to do with something. Yeah, probably. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing's making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Who is this? Huh? Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Oh, him again. Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a world is whispered. Gramarye. Hey, the other day. Yeah, we saw him there too. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend ears? Yeah, that was something we noticed too. He's dressed kind of similar to Trucy. Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you! Uncle Valen! Oh, her uncle. Uncle Valen? He's your uncle? So they are related. No, silly. It's the great Gramarye. Valiant Gramarye. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valiant Gramarye, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valiant. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but... what's a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I am quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. Oh, you're not related to him. Well, what, Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean my real daddy. Oh. Huh. Trucy's real father. So she is adopted. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Gramarye. Troop Grammary, huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life! Lamentably listless lad! To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet? Valiant Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. What? Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison. You said he's a magician? I open the locks to hearts unchained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television, a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary. Yes, Zach. Zach Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. What's up, Trucy? Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Oh. Daddy, huh? Oh, no way. Should probably hear about this. Once upon a time, the Troop Grammary included 2 Grand Magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammary, and my partner, Zach Grammary. And this Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad I'm good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Yeah, his top-secret mission, you said? Ah, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain contain my emotions. I wept oceans! And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. It's a videotape. Yeah. Oh my god. VHS? Really? Those things are ancient by now. Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. Oh. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammary. Will you watch it? Okay, we get to see the replay of the song. Okay, I saw something go off in the guitar. Was that what caused it to burn and burst into flame? I also noticed she's not wearing her brooch anymore. Yeah, looking back on it, we could probably find some clues in this. I'll bet. Wow, it's almost as good as if it was live. So it's the word mysterious. There are more mysterious things in her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Valiant Grammar has good reasons to be here today. Did he see it too? But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Maybe not just a coincidence. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of that song there, I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamora vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that. I guess I'm so used to seeing it that happened I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestigitation, whatever, if I pronounce that right. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Oh, so he rigged the magic trick there. Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was done. Of course, I'm like a deity, with a stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It's a potent primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now. Trucy? Oh. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Manon, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later, well after my illusion entranced the audience. Did it? Or is that what we were led to believe? Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valiant Grammar, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay for a while. I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I've been asked to assist with an analysis, so I shall slink back to the scene. So you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, Crocodile. Oh. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valiant Grammar. Got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamora disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Attention center of the Coliseum. Mahi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Mahi Tobai can see. Mahi. Speak the devil. Still, he can't speak English, can he? So he can't even tell us if he saw anything. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. Kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. So what'd you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's not guilty, we win. No, if he's innocent, we win. Mahi might not understand English, but he gets that better than you do. Huh? I'm glad Lamraw testified. What a great person. Sheem got Mahi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gavineers, the detective. I wonder if Mahi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Huh? What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. So why is our bracelet reacting to him? I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Mahi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? Or does he? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet's reacting to him. Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Mahi lied about not being able to see. Yeah, maybe he's lying about not knowing English too. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Mahi. So, Mahi, you can see, right? Mahi can see and Lamraw can. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo, I don't think we're going to get any more information out of Mahi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Some kind of undeniable evidence, huh? On the outside of the Coliseum. Oh, what a great day! It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training! This is the perfect place for it! I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Is there anything... Is there anything important worth checking out? Here. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge! And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy. Really, I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Look, a blimp. Those balloons next to it have ad banners on. Let's see. Big sale, all shirts 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. What's that creature there? The blue badger. Oh, that's the police mascot, the blue badger. Huh? It's life-size. Haven't you seen her around town patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law & Order has a mascot. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing true blue badger spirit, Apollo. Right. Anyways, back here. Oh. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamora. I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You're merely defending Mahi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh. You must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday, but how? That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait. Lamora, something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way! As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard? Yeah. At least, she certainly thinks it was. I met Mahi before my debut as Lamora. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Mahi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Mahi, pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes? We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Mahi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition, right, the amnesia? As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded, right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamara. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamara is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamara. I thank you. Mahi, too, tells me often when I fear I might have been. When I fear who I might have been. You think you could tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. I only know what I've heard or felt. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. Okay. Brooch is a no-go. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Val and Grammary. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammary made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Thought of everything. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? Ah, I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? Oh yeah, we found it there before. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What'd you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So can I put it on? No, because that's evidence now. Headset attached to Trucy. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Yes. Can she tell us any more? Can I ask you about the headset, Lamora? You said all concert staff were wearing one. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members, too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had him on too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? That might be important. Let's see. Check out the stage again. That song. Isn't that the one Lamora was singing? And it was pretty much her leitmotif just a second ago. Yeah, you're right. The Guitar Serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Oh, you again. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy. And indeed it is! Uncle Valen. What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss, miss. The Lamora teleportation illusion. Oh. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valen can shed some light on this whole thing for us. I don't know if he's willing to loosen his lips on this just yet, though. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamora's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The Purple Prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream. Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorceress acts. It was a challenging task, so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you haven't had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation were on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned. See, you're here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well. And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. Troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo! Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifi Gramarye. It was he who began the great Troop Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen of a barren waste, stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. Yeah. What the hell happened? We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity, onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Gramarye. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, valiant Gramarye. Our founder, Magnifi Gramarye, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zack were the shining stars in the Gramarye crown. Cool, huh? And Zack Gramarye was my daddy. Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you can't grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Okay, but he said something about the piano that bugged him. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. Well, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. Yeah, so we hear. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be the debut of a prodigy. What the hell was that? Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. Was that... That sounded like a camera shutter. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. What is... Some kind of remote? Looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Interesting. Anything else we can check out here? Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No, no fiddling. You'll break something. If you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always says. Those eggs look kind of expensive. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me either. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. I still can't believe we found Mahi and Mr. Latouche up there. Yeah. I used to not like high places, now I hate them. That's something we never established is what was Mahi doing up there? And why the... It's not like it would have been nicer had we found a dead body closer to the ground. Though that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights too. Huh, no kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over. Poor guy. Oh, okay, that's just the same thing. Okay, was that everything here? Maybe we can, switch for something. That's about all we know. Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage, and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye. True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? Oh. That is not how I was seeing it. So he doesn't care what I have to show him. I get the point. Oh, okay. He doesn't have anything to say about that. Okay. But, give me just a few minutes and I'll